Discipline is great, but most people use it wrong. If you don't know who I am, my name is Rory, and in the last 3 years, I went from being fat to jacked, and during this journey, I needed to use discipline. Here's the thing, we can all agree that discipline is one of the most important things one can have to get in shape. It's not knowledge, it's not even genetics, because without discipline, most people will not even put in the work and get the results. So discipline is key. Discipline works like a muscle. You can develop discipline like a muscle. You can use the progressive overload principle and slowly get better at it, and you will improve it. After going and progressing for a few weeks and months, guess what will happen? The muscle that you have trained for those months will become way bigger. And it's the same with discipline. At first, you're not that good at it. You lift only 10 kg or 20 pounds, 25 pounds to be accurate. And then the next week, you do a little bit more. You work out for 20 minutes instead of 10. And as time goes on, you get better at it. Most beginners to training are not that disciplined in this endeavor of life, right? But here's the thing, a muscle can be used for different things. You can use your arm muscles to either arm wrestle someone or to write an essay. You can use it for a few things. And it's the same with discipline. That's what most people get wrong. They think that discipline is just about going and doing the work, just about getting yourself out of your bed and going to the gym. But it's not just about it, because there is another way to use discipline that, in my opinion, is not as important as using discipline to go and do the work, but can benefit your journey a lot, and has benefited my journey a lot. And a lot of people like James Clear, the guy who wrote the book Atomic Habits, and other guys talk about it. Even people like David Goggins, who are all for working really hard, have talked about this concept, not directly, but indirectly. And that's the concept that I want to share with you in this video. So you can either use discipline to do that hard thing once, or you can use it to change how you do the hard things so you become more consistent in them, and you need to use this discipline each time when you do them over the long run. So I want you to think about video games. You've probably played some video games in your life, like every person in this world. Let's talk about MMORPG video games, those in which you have a character, this character has a certain level, and you go and do quests. So in those kinds of video games, you can either go and do that quest with the armor and sword you got at the beginning and level up and become better, and then go and do these quests again, and then go and do harder quests. Don't buy any armor, don't buy any swords, and rely only on leveling up. Or you can get the reward that you got from these quests, the money that you got, the discipline points, and invest them in an armor, in a sword, and just improve your character even more, make the quest even easier, and by extension, see even more progress. The discipline to go and do the quests is necessary, you should have it, but the discipline to buy armor and swords is like the discipline to change your environment and make the act of working out and dieting and doing the right things when it comes to fitness easier. That's how I want you to think about it. So you should absolutely go with discipline to your workouts when you feel the motivation. But you can also do another thing. You can rely on discipline to make your workouts not easier in a sense of you do less work and you're just a bitch, but easier in a sense of you get the same result, you get the same outcome, you do the work you need to fucking do, you do the important work, and you remove all of the unnecessary parts of it. That there are unnecessary parts to the work you do, and I will go over them in a second, some examples for them, but you remove them, and because of that, you have a way easier time going and doing the important work, the work that gives you the results that you want, and you do it with less discipline each time, and by extension have an easier time maintaining great consistency. That's what I have done throughout my journey in the last 1.5 years. Not to brag, that's not a brag, I have not skipped one workout, not even one. Fucking insane consistency. How did I get here? First and foremost, I'm an insane dude who is willing to sacrifice a lot for his goals. Haha. But secondly, I've also made the act of going to my workouts way easier. I've used tactics to make it easier. I've signed up to a gym that I really like. I enjoy training. I've just been training in a way that has been pretty good for me, that has been pretty fun for me, that I enjoy going to my workouts. Of course, I use discipline sometimes. Of course, I feel the motivation sometimes. But I've just made the act of going to my workouts the same as brushing my teeth. And that's basically what will happen after you will go and train consistently. It will become like brushing your teeth. You create habits through repetitions. You go and do that thing over and over again and it becomes a habit. Making the thing easier is one way to make the act of visualizing it easier. So let's go over an example. Let's say there are two gyms that are close to your house. One is 10 minutes away and the other is 20 minutes away. The 10 minutes away gym costs more. It costs way more, even double the money. It's nicer, way nicer. The people in there are higher quality and you have enough money to invest in it, but it's pretty painful. On the other side, the other gym that is 20 minutes away is also right. There is enough equipment in there so you can get your workouts in, and they will be right. You like the workouts in it less, but you decide to go and sign up to it instead of the other one that is nicer because of money. You have just made the wrong decision. Why? Now at first you might say, tell me, Ori, the only difference is the jacuzzi and people and 10 minutes of walking. I don't care. I will drive to there. Fucking spend 3 minutes driving. The reason why it is somewhat of a mistake, especially if you have the financial means to sign up to the closer gym, is this. It's not that you have made the act of working out harder once for the sake of 10 or 30 or 40 bucks. No, it's that you have made working out harder for the next few months and years if you're willing to get the results you want, which you have to be consistent to get them. You made working out harder for that time. Each one of the workouts that you will go to, it will take you more time to go to them, more sacrifice. Working out, you will see people that you enjoy seeing less. You might have less friends in there. The equipment in there is worse. You will have a worse time by like 5 or 10% working out for the last few months just because you wanted to save that amount of money. And of course, if you don't have the financial means, don't fucking do it. But if you have, realize that making working out easier by 10 to 20%, more fun by 10 to 20% is the thing that will make your consistency better by 10, 20, or even 30%. There are a few reasons to why it is like that. I don't want to bore you with them. Essentially, when something is more fun, going to the gym in that luxury gym is more fun, you perceive it to be more fun. Going to the gym, you perceive it to be more fun. You want to do it more. You're more motivated. When it is easier to go there, you anticipate it more because the level of sacrifice is not as big. And it's not just in the gym. It is also with diet and recovery and training. And that's the actionable step of this video. Take a piece of paper. Fucking do it, because without it, this video will become useless. This is me just talking shit to you and you're not taking action. By extension, not seeing any result from watching this video. You have watched it until now. You might as well take action. Take a piece of paper. Write 3 headers. One for training, one for diet, and one for recovery. And then below these headers, write 10 ways at least for each in which you can make the act of doing these things easier. In the gym, it can be sign up to a closer gym. In the gym, it can be having headphones on when you go to the gym and listening to some music that you really enjoy listening to. In diet, it can be not buying junk food to your house. Find ways to make the act of doing these things in getting in shape easier and then implement them. And by extension, have a way better time getting in shape, be more consistent, and see great results. And that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.